trade recap. Thursday, January 8th, 2026. So today was a pretty solid day. Let me get to where the trade was. I'm gonna start recording executions. I don't know why all of my drawings are gone, but anyways, market opened right here, and we get this in first initial wick up manipulation. We're delivering from an old BPR, and we're just selling off towards this old NWOG. And once we get down here, I didn't take any shorts coming down here. I almost took a 30-second inversion, I believe, on the way down. I think it was somewhere in here. I thought I almost took a 30-second inversion. I could be wrong, but we were basically just continuing lower, respecting bearish PD arrays, continuing lower, etc. And so once we got down to the new week opening gap, I was like, okay, now would be the time to start looking for longs, rebalance longs, right? So what did we have? We had this 15-minute unfilled gap. At the time, this was our 15-minute unfilled gap from here to there. And so if I'm looking for rebalance longs, I can still be wrong, we rebalance and the market keeps going lower, or I can be right, it rebalanced and it keeps going higher. So that was my point of profit for the 15-minute unmitigated gap. So that's this line right here. I seriously don't know why the drawing is gone. It might be because I entered it on my phone, but I can literally pull it up right here, just to show that I had all of this marked. Let's go here real quick. Okay, here, look at this right here. We had our full trade right here. So we have this 10 a.m. manipulation, and then we have our highest time frame inversion out, and then that's that 15-minute gap, that yellow box up above. So let's break it down. So once 10 a.m. opened and we manipulated this internal low here, I was like, okay, now I'm interested in possibly looking for longs, because now we have some clear internal highs to target as a break-even point. So this ended up being my break-even point. It's internal high, and then my full take profit was simply the high inside this unmitigated 15-minute gap. It would have been just the unmitigated 15-minute gap, like the bottom of it, but I didn't like how close the break-even point was to that. So now, once we sweep this liquidity here, I'm looking for what is our highest time frame inversion of the leg. And also, I didn't take this inversion because, as you can see, there was no inversion. So that would have been an invalid entry. So this is our 10 a.m. reversal, or 10 a.m. manipulation. Right there. Once we sweep that liquidity, we're also delivering from the new week opening gap. Let's go to the 2-minute. 2-minute was the highest time frame inversion. So that was this little gap here. And the nice thing about this is I knew the candle was going to inverse it, and so I got to get in a little bit early as it was still coming up, and so I ended up getting a pretty low good entry, I think right about down here where this wick overlapped. And I had just my stop at the on this one. I did my stop just below the inversion, just because we had this such great V-shaped momentum. I really didn't see it coming back down. It was more of like a breakaway gap. And then my take profit was simply this internal high. So that was our trade. I think on this one we made about $100. I only took 1 micro again, and it's just because it was already set to 1 micro, and I was on the mobile, they changed it. So I was entering on my phone, and they changed how you mess with the contract sizing. And so I didn't want to miss a trade, and so I just got in with 1 micro, which I'm totally fine with. I think I risked like $30 to make like 120 or something. But that was a trade right there. I thought it was pretty beautiful. And yeah, I'm absolutely happy with that. And then, as you can see, price consolidated in this gap pretty much for the rest of the day. Yeah, the rest of the day. So that was our trade today. Very happy with. Really, this whole week has been a great trading week. Besides for Monday, which we risked a little bit too much, but we made back on Tuesday. So Friday is going to be tomorrow, and that's going to be a hopefully a great start to the or a great way to end the week, to put it that way. So yeah, I'm happy with all the trades we've been taking. Just got to keep trading like I am, and then I'll pass more accounts and start getting payouts. I can feel it right around the corner. I can feel it, and I know it's going to happen, and it's just a matter of time. So see what we get Friday, and it's been a pretty good week. So see y'all later.